Hey there, friends. I'm K Moonchild, and I am back for another um, collective weekly card pull here. This is going to be for February 15th all the way to Saturday, February 21st. I hope everyone had a amazing Valentine's Day yesterday. Let's get into it. Please remember when we get towards the end of this video, this reel, this clip, we're going to pull a little bit of what's the tea. And so our collective weekly card pull hopefully will give you some type of insight, some type of direction, some type of clarity here that is much needed for you for this following week and for you to just keep an eye on as far as situations or those that we are around or our environments and how things are playing out. All right, Spirit, what is our card for? That's a lot. We're looking for one card here, Spirit, please. What is our weekly card pull here? You know what? Spirit wants me to take a lot. I better be obedient. So let's see what the message is. Most likely that means I won't be pulling any clarifiers. And so this week, Spirit is talking about be mindful on the road that you travel, the obstacles or the mountains that lie ahead. Spirit says here you cannot ignore them. And so don't just try to drive past them or ignore them or sweep things under the rug this week. Spirit says we have no time for that at all. It's time to acknowledge the things here that needs your attention, that needs your problem solving. And so Spirit is giving me the word encouragement here. You know, you're being encouraged to face the obstacles, to face, for some of you, face the truths of a particular matter or situation here that might arise. It might be difficult, says Spirit, but what's happening is some type of change needs to take place with these problems that are showing up. And what has to change is you can no longer just pass them by. You know, you can't pass them along anymore here as if they're just some type of background or scenery. Spirit says, no, it's time to face the music and pay attention here when it comes to some problems here or these mountains here that needs to be moved. Spirit says yes, because this is going to cause you to have to go into your own personal power. Like you're going to have to pull the power out and wear the crown. Like you're going to have to manage this. You're going to have to be the ruler of how these obstacles, these issues, these problems here get managed and get solved. And so this is why Spirit is like you're really being encouraged here to really move things along and get some solutions going as far as what's regarding, some issues that's been, for some of you, laying dormant because you have gotten some type of ability to suppress, but they're growing, says Spirit. That's why you're being encouraged to pay attention and solve these issues, these matters of concern. They are literally rooting, and Spirit's like, if you don't pay attention and get them in control right away, they're going to root really deep, and it's going to be hard to pull them up, get rid of them, and take care of the issues here. And so it's kind of like, we're trying to really encourage you and not turn this into a warning, but we need you to get moving here, and for some of you on a particular problem, like it's been sitting long enough where it is going to go from a mountain to like a volcano, okay? I don't think you want that. Let's see what else we have here. Yes, for some of you, this is pertaining to your connections with people, your love relationships, friendships, your work relationships. This is pertaining to family kinships. This is pertaining to your connections with certain individuals in certain areas of your life here. And for some of you, the problem is a full commitment has not happened. And Spirit's like, you need to look at why you have not fully committed to certain connections here in your life and what those problems are, and speak up. Some of you are being so quiet and you're not speaking up and telling people the truth of, how come we're not closer or more committed, or how come we have not grown much in our connection, our kinship, our friendship, our relationship, or wherever it is, And so you can't ignore it much longer. Yeah, Spirit says here because hello again, like you're going to be going through some type of cycle, and you're really being encouraged to confront these issues and problems, because if not, it's going to be a repeating pattern over and over and over again that will not break. It's already in a cycle, it's already in a pattern, but it's time to take care of the problem and recover. Some of you are have really been going through like some bad health, mental health, emotional health, your spiritual health. For some of you, your money, your financial health have taken a hit, a blow, a burden here. Physical health here, like you have been stressed out trying to just keep this problem or these issues just at bay or suppressed here. But Spirit's like, no, it's time to break the pattern here so you can recover. You need to recover and get yourself back into the healthier you, with your emotions, with your mind, with your spirit, with your body, with your finances, with these connections or relationships. Like for some of y'all, I'm hearing the word starving. Like there's just been a course of malnutrition to yourself, where you need to be making sure that you are healthy in your mental health, healthy in your emotional health, healthy in your physical, in your spiritual health, in your financial health, all the way around here. Okay, last card. Yeah, dice chances on the board. Spirit's like, we can't make this up. You're just gonna have to take a chance and go for it, and dive in and try to work your work and get this situation, these mountains, these obstacles in control. And Spirit says being in control is not suppressing the problems that some of you are just trying to ignore it. Like these problems are chattering. Like they're talking to you. They're all in your, like they're in your thoughts, and you cannot suppress them anymore. Spirit's like, for some of you, it's getting louder. It's becoming more in your face, and so it's becoming harder for you to ignore them. And so you're being encouraged to get them like wrapped up right away. Like right now would be great. We don't want this to turn into a warning, says Spirit. This is why we are encouraging you to move on the problems that are at hand here for the betterment of yourself, because you need to get yourself back balanced and healthy, and for the betterment for those others or situations, other spaces, places, people, and things that are involved. And so this is about being fair, being righteous, and being true to yourself, the concerns, and the entirety here. Wow. This is my Spirit would not let me just get one card. This was a major message that really needed to get out here. So take heed to that here, okay, my friends? Absolutely. For some of you, you're going to need to share this with someone else. All right, so what's the tea? We're going to dig in here for those things that maybe others, oh my goodness, are trying to keep hidden here from you. Here's our card. Fake flexing is on the board here. So Spirit says, be mindful here of others around you who you might think, or they might show up as if they got it together, if they got it all, or, if you think they're the Joneses and you need to keep up with them. Spirit's like, do not waste your time. These people are actors around you, and they're not authentic here. And so they really don't have much of anything here at all to show. There's nothing much they really own or can say rightfully that they are a part of or that they have. It's all a show, and they're just putting on. And for some of you, like, they're just putting on here because they sense that you might be in a better situation or have more. And I can hear some of you saying, yeah, Kay, because I worked hard for it, or I put in the work to have what I have here, just the same way they need to as well. There's an offer here on the board here. And so Spirit says, be mindful of how you interact with this person. They might try to act like, hey, I have something for you, or I would like to invite you to this or that, or, try to show off here, but it's not, a legit offer is really fake. Like they're gonna cancel out on you, or oh, something came up and so never mind, I'm so sorry. But this is just their foolishness and their way of being. So avoid the fake flexers this week, you guys. All right, bye.